Hi, this is Austin from Gamma Plus StyleCraft, and today I'm here to talk to you about a clipper that is being called the greatest of all time by many, the GOAT clipper, the Saber 2 brushless ion motor, all metal body clipper. Very excited about this one. This one is going to change everything between the motor technology, the compact size, the lightweight all metal housing, and the blade tech. Nailed it. I mean, this is just a spectacular machine. Being that it is our most premium machine, it is at a more premium price point. So like a lot of brands in all industries, we do have a whole range of tools. Let's look at a Mercedes, for example. They have an amazing car in the C-Class series that's going to get you from point A to point B, and they have an amazing car in the Maybach or the AMG that's going to get you to point A and point B as well. What's the difference? Just like most ranges, it's going to come down to the finishes, the styles, the technologies, the motors. And in a similar fashion, we have a full range of tools as well. So there's a lot of very cheap brands coming out with clippers in the $100 price range, saying they have the best clippers in the world right now. They might have some good machines, some solid machines, but they do not compare to this. And we also have some great solid machines in the $100 price range as well. So just like that same inexpensive Mercedes is going to get you there, just like the expensive one's going to get you there, our less expensive, affordable $100 tools are going to get you a great haircut and a great fade, and same with our more premium tools as well. But our $100 tools are already tried and true. They have already been named. For example, our Rogue clippers around $100 was called the greatest clipper, I believe it was 2022 or 2021, by the great Rum Barber Group. Miss you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. And I know we'd all love to see what you guys are up to. But at any rate, the Rogue and the Ergo are basically the same model. And that model was named the greatest clipper out just a few years ago. And the Rogue model still has the microchip 9-volt motor, a ton of torque for bulk, incredible for blending, still probably one of the greatest blending clippers out there. And that around $100 clipper is going to blow out of the water all these cheap clippers that are coming out now claiming to be excellent. Not to say that they're not okay clippers, but we do have the top of the line clippers at all price points, and now at the more premium price point as well. So what makes this clipper so absolutely amazing? The first thing is the ION brushless motor. So ION stands for efficient, optimized, and noise reduced, because it's going to run so efficient. It's been completely optimized to mow through bulk, but also buttery blends, just really, really smooth cutting. And it's noise reduced to be quiet and stay quiet, because we know a lot of the other brushless motors out there, they get very loud over time, which is something we hear about all the time, complaints from other brands' machines. So another thing about motors is they're not all created equal. So just because there's a brushless motor in this machine doesn't mean another brushless motor is quite the same. Even our own original Saber clipper, the brushless motor is not nearly the same and as optimized as this. So for example, one of the biggest barber brands out there, one of the legacy brands, hasn't done much in a while, just came out with a brushless clipper. Sure, it's a good machine, but it does not have the same motor technology as ours. Specifically, if you take those other clippers, brushless motor clippers, and try to run them through the thickest, bulkiest hair, you are not going to find the cutting to be as smooth as our ION brushless motors. So not all brushless motors are created equal. Just wanted to explain that as well. So let's talk a little bit about the Saber 2, because the motor is just the beginning of this clipper. There's so much specialness in it. So it does come in black and gold, just to match our Saber trimmer, which our Saber trimmers become the industry standard as the top trimmer, being that it cuts so sharp, it's so quiet, it's so smooth, that premium metal body, and never pulls or tugs on hair. So we really wanted something to match that look, that feel, and that performance. So we did have the original Saber clipper. We're going to talk about the differences in those in a minute. And although this was a great machine, Saber 2 is on another level. So this is the gold Saber 2, matching the gold Saber trimmer. And this is the black Saber 2 clipper, matching the black Saber trimmer, which comes in the standard Saber trimmer, as well as a precision Saber trimmer with our precision blade assembled on that as well. So right inside the box, here's your clipper. It's got just a really premium finish. You can see the logos made nice and subtle just to keep it a really clean look. And then here is the black Saber 2 as well, murdered out with all the black logos also. So really compact body. So this is a full metal clipper. The only thing that's not metal is this magnetic blade screen. So this is going to protect your blade drive from hair getting in there, but easy to pop out, magnetic to clean inside there as well. This does come on both machines, and each machine has 3 different colors of the removable drop top. So you do have the matching color, the gold with the gold, the black with the black, the inverse colors, so if you want to do gold and black on either way, and then it does have the transparent color as well, but it's a smoky transparent, so you can see inside, you can see if there's hair, but it's not fully transparent where like your client would be sitting in the chair and say, wow, look at all that hair. You know, I'm able to see it when I look closely, but it's not obvious being with the smoky finish. So just a couple different options in modularity and customization out the box, which we all love. Now, this could be just as important about this machine as the motor, and that is the Echo blade. So this blade is just incredible. The reason why it's called the Echo is because of the crunch on this machine, on this blade, with the quiet Eon brushless motor is unbelievable. Probably the closest to anything of one of the most famous corded clippers back in the day. That was the industry standard that was known to just have such a crunchy sound, like a chinging. Some of us say, you know, like frying chicken, that sizzle. And this blade does that as good as any on the market with these deep ridges and these deep teeth pattern, and then with the combination of the cutting blade as well with the shallow 2.0 cutter, all black diamond DLC to keep it running cool. So with this combination, there's nothing compares. And I know it's hard for me to convey that talking to you, but when you turn them on, when you use them, when I use them, it's a whole different feeling. So what else is incredible about this machine? Right on the box here, 2.5 hour runtime. We're gonna get back to that in a second. Adjustable zero gap blade, the modular removable blade shields, drop top blade shields, very low vibration, very low noise, USB-C charging, heavy duty metal body, but heavy duty in durability, not in weight. So still lightweight, super compact, that Echo DLC crunchy blade, and then that Eon motor, which runs at 7,200 RPMs. So there's 2 things we're gonna focus in on right now in comparing the Saber 2 to the Saber, and then we'll talk about how it compares to the Instinct as well, because that's a question we get a lot too. So first thing you're gonna see, Saber 2 is way smaller than the original Saber. So the original Saber was a good machine, it had a good motor, but the biggest complaint we got was it was too big and it was too heavy. So what do? We love to listen to you. You guys have amazing feedback always, and we really value it. So what we did was we went ahead and we reduced this machine significantly by about 33%, by about 1/3 of the size. So way, way more comfortable, way more ergonomic with the finger positions in the back, and now in a size and a form factor similar to our #1 selling Instinct clipper. So roughly the same size as the Metal Edition or the OG Instinct. And we know how well those have been received and how much people love that size. So we did want to have another machine in that size with the best brushless motor and an all-metal housing. So now you do have that in the Saber 2. A couple other things compared to the Saber. So the Saber did have a longer runtime. So most people are asking, why would you come out with something newer? Always StyleCraft. You guys are known, whatever's newest is usually the latest and greatest and the best in the industry in the world. How can you go down in runtime? So the reason why is to make it smaller. So, you know, sometimes there's trade-offs and things. You know, fortunately, there wasn't with power, right? Because this is going to have a ton of torque even at this small size. But in order to get it this small size, we did have to remove one of the batteries. So this was 2 batteries in it at a lower capacity. This is 1 higher capacity battery. And the trade-off to us was well worth it to make it smaller and lighter weight and to remove one of the batteries. So it still has a 2.5 hour runtime, plenty to get through probably your whole entire day. It does have a charging stand in the box. We didn't even talk about what's in the box, but there is a charging stand in the box. So if you're charging it after each client, you're never going to run out of juice. Here is the charging stand. Charging cord, which you can plug in directly or into the stand. Those different colored drop top shield guards right here in the gold and the black, and then it comes with the smoky black on it. It does have our tight guards in the box as well. Screwdriver, SC screwdriver, USB-C charging cable, stretch bracket, spare screws, and the cam follower as well. So that will be included with both of our clippers, and we're always known for giving a ton of value inside the box, and that's not going away either. What else is different than the Saber 2? So we did lower the RPM slightly on the Saber 2. Now we still get that question. You lower the RPMs, it's not going to cut as good. It's not going to be as strong and cut through bulk. Not true at all. RPMs is related to speed. Power and being able to cut through bulk is related to torque. RPMs are measured in rounds per minute, or speed is measured in rounds per minute or strokes per minute, depending on the motor type. Torque or power is measured in pounds of torque, which is how much force it takes really to stop the blade. So, you'd say, let's say it takes 20 pounds of torque to stop this blade from moving. That would be the measurement, not RPM. So just because it's slower doesn't mean it has less power. Why did we slow down the blade? Sometimes, depending on the motor, the machine, the blade, at a higher speed, the blade can actually push the hair. Not always, it depends again on all the configurations of the machine, but for this machine, this is the optimal speed, but the torque is outstanding. Way better than our original Saber, way better than any other brushless motor on the market, and comparable to our Instinct. Not quite as much power as the Instinct series. The Instinct series is going to be your ultimate power with that Into vector motor with intuitive torque technology that increases as it accommodates resistance of bulk or a lot of hair or whatever would cause the motor to bog down. That motor is going to ramp up. This one doesn't do it, but it's just stable torque. So compared to the Instinct, that's going to be your most high power machine. If you're looking to just blast through haircuts, blast through bulks, Instinct's your guy. But if you're looking for your best all-arounder, something that's really buttery smooth blending, great at bulk, you're not going to have any issues with bulk, full metal body, a little bit quieter, a little bit less vibration, the Saber 2 is your jam. So really excited about these machines. I think this is going to change everything. I think people don't realize how incredible this machine is with the Echo Blade, with the Ion motor. So we are beyond pumped. Can't wait to introduce the world. Meet the Saber 2 Clipper. Saber 2 Clipper, meet the world.